Welcome students, welcome to the class of Physical Pharmaceutics. In the chapter Solubility of Drugs, today we are going to discuss Standard Solubility Parameter. Standard Solubility Parameter is also called as Hildebrand Solubility Parameters. So first we will discuss what do we mean by Standard Solubility Parameter. Standard Solubility Parameter is a numerical value that indicates the relative solvency behavior of a specific solvent. Means just by a number or just by a value of a specific solvent, we can understand that how much it is having a capacity of solvency, whether it is having good solvency capacity or less solvency capacity. So how the standard solubility parameter is calculated? So it is derived from the cohesive energy density. Later on we will discuss what is cohesive energy density, but first understand that it is derived from cohesive energy density. And how this cohesive energy density is derived? So it is derived from the heat of vaporization. So right now just remember that standard solubility parameter is calculated from the cohesive energy density, and cohesive energy density is calculated from heat of vaporization. So first we will discuss what is standard solubility parameter. The standard solubility parameter is denoted by letter delta, and which is measured in a pressure value, that is cohesive pressure. It is also called as cohesive pressure, and unit of measurement is megapascals, because always pressure is measured in pascals. So the standard solubility parameter, that is delta, is having unit of megapascals. In this table you can see there are some names of solvents and the value of this standard solubility parameter, that is delta, and also there is SI unit for delta. It is also denoted by delta, but it is having a metric system value. It is generally double of the delta value. So you can see the solvent is there. For example, N-pentane is there, and its delta value, that is standard solubility parameter, is 7 as compared to other solvents are there. For example, benzene 9.15 delta value, and water at last 23.5. So this denotes that the higher the value of standard solubility parameter, the solvency will be less, because these are very N-pentane is having very high solvency. You can add any solvent, any kind of solvent you add, it will show good solubility, and this value of delta is calculated from the standard solubility parameter. Now we will discuss, these are the values which help in understanding the solubility parameter of particular solvent while selecting a solvent. Now we will discuss what is the relation between the standard solubility parameter, that is delta, and cohesive energy density, because it is derived from cohesive energy density. So from this equation we can see that delta is equal to square root of C, and C is what? It is a cohesive energy density. So when we make square root of cohesive energy density, we get the value of standard solubility parameter. But what is cohesive energy density again? So cohesive energy density is measured in calories per centimeter. So the unit of cohesive energy density is calories per centimeter. It is converted to, but making square root of it, we get value of standard solubility parameter. But again there is question, what is cohesive energy density? So now we will discuss what is cohesive energy density. So cohesive energy density, from the heat of vaporization in a calories per cubic centimeter of liquid, we can derive the cohesive energy density. Means if we liquid solvent is there, for example, if you apply heat to it and it get vaporizes, then the value or the energy required for that vaporization is called as cohesive energy density, and the value of energy required for vaporization for particular volume, that is 1 cubic centimeter, is considered while calculating the cohesive energy density. It is denoted by the letter C, and the expression for it is like this, that cohesive energy density C is equal to delta H minus RT divided by Vm, and it is having the unit calories per centimeter. Now what are these terms means? We will explain now. C is cohesive energy density, delta H is nothing but heat of vaporization of that particular solvent, then R is a gas constant, and T is a temperature at which we are carrying the vaporization, and lastly Vm is a molar volume of that liquid. How much quantity of volume of liquid we are taking and we are making vaporization of it, that volume will be considered while calculating the cohesive density, energy density of particular solvent. So first we need to vaporize a particular solvent, and whatever amount of heat of vaporization required for 1 cubic centimeter of solvent, that we are putting in this formula with these two other factors like R and T, then we get value of cohesive energy density, and when we make square root of this cohesive energy density, we get value of delta, that is the standard solubility parameter. So this is the relation of standard solubility parameter, cohesive energy density, and the equation for that. So here delta is standard solubility parameter, C is no doubt cohesive energy density, we are making square root of it, and it can be obtained by obtaining delta H, that is heat of vaporization, and which is applied for particular volume of liquid, that is Vm, that is molar volume of liquid for which heat of vaporization is calculated. R and T are this constant for temperature and real gas constant. But still we need to understand what are the relationship between this vaporization, the cohesive energy density, and actually a standard solubility parameter. So now we will discuss or understand the relation between the vaporization, van der Waals forces, and solubility. We are discussing that vaporization, what is amount of heat of vaporization required, what is calorie, how much calories is required, will determine the solubility. How it is interlinked. Simply we will understand it. First we will discuss what is van der Waals forces. So van der Waals forces are the forces which are existing between any two substances in the universe. Suppose we take a solvent. If these are the molecules of solvent, then definitely there will be forces of attraction, that is van der Waals forces of attraction between these molecules. And if they are very strong, what will happen? These forces tend to come together, these molecules, and there will not be any space in between, or if the van der Waals forces are very strong, they will not allow to enter any other molecule in between. And for solubility, what we need, that the solute molecule must enter in between the cavity of this solvent. But as the van der Waals forces are very high, the solute will not able to enter in this cavity of this solvent. So van der Waals forces higher, the solubility will be less. Now we will discuss what is vaporization. So vaporization is when we apply heat to particular solvent. Suppose these are molecules of liquid, and when we apply heat, they try to escape, and they escape and form gas, go to gaseous state. So if energy is given, they escape as a gaseous state. So what is the connection between these van der Waals forces and vaporization? So we will see what is a connection between them. If van der Waals forces will be very higher, then the vaporization energy required for vaporization will be higher. So we can't directly measure how much are the van der Waals forces between the molecules of solvent. So indirectly we are calculating these van der Waals forces by calculating the energy required for vaporization. If suppose for any solvent the heat of vaporization or energy required for vaporization is very high, that means it is having very high van der Waals forces of attraction and it is not a good solvent. So by the value of vaporization we can calculate the solubility, or we can calculate the van der Waals forces and indirectly the solubility of that solvent. Now the vaporization is considered in amount of energy, and that is called as delta H, means heat of vaporization. So we are utilizing the delta H value, that is heat of vaporization. And when we consider the heat of vaporization for particular volume of liquid, then for example we are taking it a 1 cubic centimeter, then that is called as cohesive energy density, that is C. So when we calculate the heat of vaporization for 1 cubic centimeter of liquid, then we can say it is a cohesive energy density for that particular liquid. And when we make square root of this cohesive energy density, we get the final, our standard solubility parameter, that is delta. So in this way these terminologies are linked with each other, that van der Waals forces, force of van der Waals forces is calculated by indirectly calculating energy required for vaporization, that is heat of vaporization, And heat of vaporization for particular volume of liquid, that is 1 cubic centimeter, is cohesive energy density, and making square root of it, we get direct standard solubility parameter. So by just calculating the standard solubility parameter, we can understand that how the solvent will behave, or whether the solubility of that solvent is good or bad. And this way we can utilize this standard solubility parameter in selecting particular solvent for solution process. Thank you.